Well, happy Monday, y'all. How you doing today? I hope that last week was a great week for you. Interesting thought that I had this morning, and that I'm having this morning, that I thought that I would share with you. Yesterday, at our church, at Genesis Church, first I have to say that it was Pastor Appreciation Day, and Genesis Church did a phenomenal job loving on us pastors, on Nat and I, and Pastor Christian, Pastor Steve. We felt so loved and so appreciated, and it just means so much. When you do what you love to do, and you do what you feel like God's called you to do, you do it to please Him. But sometimes you do get a little weary and just wonder if it's making any difference. And so on days like yesterday, it just really does your heart good to feel loved and appreciated. So I just want to say thank you to all of you who loved on us yesterday. But at church yesterday, I started a new series called Knowing God's Heart. And I spoke on value and worth, and how God views our value and our worth. And to me, it's a powerful message, because it's a topic that took me a long time to understand and realize. To understand my value and my worth is not based on other people. It's not based on what I look like on the outside. It's not based on what I am able to accomplish in life or not accomplish. It's solely based on the fact that God created me in His image, that He loves me, that He has a purpose and a plan for my life, and my value and my worth is based in Him, not on anything else. And once I settled that in my heart and in my life, everything changed. But the problem is, because we get hurt so much in life, we look to other people to validate us. We look to other people to love us and to give us our value and our worth. And other people let us down all the time. All the time. Especially those closest to us. Because I think we expect more from them. And when they hurt us, when they let us down, it just digs a little bit deeper. The knife goes in a little bit further. And a few years back, as I was reading my devotions one day, and I don't even remember exactly where it was found, but it was a portion of scripture that talked about how it was those who should have been cheering for Jesus, who should have been His biggest supporters, the Pharisees, the religious leaders of His day, those in the church. Let's just put it out there in common language that we would understand today. His brothers and sisters who should have been cheering for Him, who should have been on His side and His biggest supporters, were the very ones who crucified Him. Think about that for a moment. Those who were supposed to be on His side were the ones who killed Him, the ones that crucified Him. And that spoke volumes to me. Yes, it was sad. That is so disheartening, that the religious leaders of Jesus' day were the ones that turned on Him and crucified Him. And yet it spoke to me in a powerful way that I expect so much more from those who should be on my side, those who are my brothers and sisters, those who I serve with shoulder to shoulder. And yet when they do hurt me, when they do turn against me, when they talk about me behind my back, when they put me down and walk away from me, I shouldn't be surprised. If they did it to Jesus, then they're going to do it to me, and we're going to do it to each other. And how many people have I done that to? And so I just want that to speak to your heart today, to encourage you today. Don't let it cause you to walk away from God, and let it cause you to walk away from the church. It proves the fact that we are all broken human beings who let each other down, who disagree with one another, who have fights and arguments. And we're called to work through that. We are challenged by Jesus himself to rise above that pettiness and to work through it, and to ask for forgiveness, and to say, hey, what's going on here? How can we get around this and still love one another? You know, a number of years back, I was deeply hurt by other Christians, by other brothers and sisters in the Lord, and it almost took me out. It almost caused me to walk away, not from God, but it almost caused me to walk away from the call that he has on my life. And I didn't. You know, the Lord encouraged me, and he said, who are you serving, man, or are you serving me? And I realized that I'm serving God. And so maybe you're walking through something similar right now. Maybe other people in the church, or other brothers or sisters, maybe somebody in your family has deeply hurt you, and you just want to quit, and you just want to walk away, and you want to become a hermit. You want to isolate yourself, and you don't want to go to church anymore, and you don't want to do what God has called you to do. Do not let another person, another man, another woman cause you to walk away from the Lord, or cause you to walk away from the church, or cause you to walk away from God. And do not ever let another human being put you down or make you feel like you are not valuable or worthy at all, because your worth and your value come from the Lord himself. So that's a lot to take in on a Monday morning. I hope that it spoke to you today and encouraged you today. And I'm praying for you this week that you have a phenomenal week, that you believe God for greater, bigger, higher things. I love you guys. I'm praying for y'all. And thanks again for tuning in. God bless.